Okay, to start off this segment, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some speed up with some music, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's just for the rest of the grinding for Experience Silph, and with that, we'll take care of the final bosses afterwards, so please stick around for that. Enjoy. Okay, and with that we have this one final rocket left, and after that we're going to go ahead and pick up a very vital TM for Brandon. His strongest move by far. He gets stabbed because it's grounded, it is Earthquake. The best move in the game, arguably, because 100 accuracy, 100 attack. It's almost always going to hit, but because of a small glitch of the game's coding, it is possible for even attacks that shouldn't miss, like Swift, to actually miss. But I digress. So, what we're going to do here is, now that we've gone ahead and defeated all the rocket grunts and scientists and whatnot in Silph, we now have to go back. We have to double back and use the war panel to finally make our way to Boss Rocket. So these are the final 3 bosses, I guess you could say. Technically, it's 2. One of them, like I said this before, they're not really anything big. We do, of course, fight Giovanni's bodyguards, which is, of course, Rocket, or Pokemon Yellow's version of Jesse and James. I do a little subbing for them because, you know, I feel I kind of have to, you know. I really enjoyed Jesse and James from the anime. I still kind of do. So what you do is you make our way, we just do a quick rest to fully recover, and we come back here and we fight this jerk again. I have to admit, what was he doing here just hanging out? So he obviously knew we were going to come and beat the Rockets? I don't understand how, because I don't know what could have given anything away. We just had one encounter with him in the secret base, unless this guy's been tailing us somehow. I don't know. I try not to think about it too much. It's just, he is a jerk. You have to let that be that. Nothing too major here. He does have a Sand Slash now. He's going to carry that till the end, so the only thing you have to worry about this thing are 2 things. It's eventually he's going to get Earthquake. I don't think it carries the Earthquake right now, but it definitely carries the Slash. And Slash in this game is particularly dangerous. I'm not going to say it's overpowered, but it's just a really good move and tactic to use, especially with how criticals are set up in this gen. So another Pokemon that would, if I were raising a Charizard, for example, we would definitely have Slash on it. Okay, coming up with his Cloyster here. This is another Pokemon that's going to make his final cut. Cloyster is, its stats are interesting. It's a physical tank, without a doubt. Its defensive stat is easily the best part about it. But with that being said, anything with any kind of special presence will knock it over. Will knock it out straight away. Its special stat is abysmal. And really, that was actually overkill with Gigaton's Thunderbolt, but, you know. On a final word, this is just his Magneton. That Cloyster does carry another very annoying move similar to Wrap. It's Clamp, and I believe it's water type, but it acts a lot like Wrap, where it hits almost like Double Slap, anywhere from 2 to 5 times. And it prevents you from, unlike Double Slap though, it's not successive, it's like Wrap, it prevents you from attacking, etc. So, yeah. Unfortunately, Magneton, for this case, I know I'm like 1 Pokemon behind, but it's maybe not its Steel type, but it's Electric type, so we can go ahead and use Kate's Dig to go ahead and get rid of that. Kadabra. We're going to be seeing these a little bit, or especially because after this is done, we're going to go ahead and take on the Saffron Gym. Kadabra, like I said before, Gen 1, special stats the way to go because their special is so damn high. Their special defense is really high, their special attack is really high. So, Kadabra is the embodiment of Glass Cannon, but of course since the special shares with special defense, that means it's less so of a Glass Cannon. In other words, you have to hit it where it hurts, and that's going to be its physical defense, which is what it's lacking in. So you're definitely going to want to come in with maybe your own Glass Cannon, something that attacks really fast. Obviously, it's not going to have such a high special, so which is why Kadabra's Psychic hurts so much. But you want to come in, and what we're going to do is use something like Brandon with Earthquake to quickly knock out Kadabra and eventually an Alakazam. So anyway, with that, you know, the jerk's done. And we go ahead and move on. Actually, I take it back. Take a quick backtrack over here to heal up. And then we'll finally head towards Giovanni and take him out. And then get a very nifty reward that we're going to use later towards the end game. And of course we have to deal with his bodyguards. If you talk to that guy, he gives you a Lapras, but I just choose not to get it. Oh boy. I had to do it. Now I'm sorry, it's just me here. I suppose I could have had real fun with Eric if he was here. We could actually recite the motto. I do know it by heart. I know Pokemon was just, I grew up with it, you know, ever since I was like 11, you know. I just had to do this for them. Unfortunately, the game doesn't seem to treat them as important as I would have hoped them to have. But just seriously, look at their Pokemon setup. I know they were trying to stay true to the anime stats, but right now their first theme from the Kanto region is playing, and I don't even have to speed up the battle, and I defeat them within that parameter. The full theme doesn't even last not even a minute. Already, look, we're done. Here comes Mouth, and then Brandon's just gonna floor it with double kick. Oh, Team Rocket. They'll always love you. And with this being our final encounter of them, they say that one thing that we all know and love so dearly in our hearts. Like always. Uh-oh.
Looks like Team Rocket's rising up again! Wobble back!
And there they go. Unfortunately, all we get is a small little fade away for their blast off, but I tried. I really did. Okay, yeah, it's you, Mr. Not So Threatening Big Mafia Boss Guy. Speaking of which, his oversprite is really weird. That face, he looks like a weird mask, but anyway. So yes, we fight with Giovanni again. Nothing too major. In case you haven't noticed by this point, of course, being the boss of Team Rocket, he has some emphasis on poison Pokemon, but his actual trait lies with ground-type Pokemon. Wow. And just another instance of, you know what, I'm gonna make it a little, this is kind of like a running gag, because, you know, I know they don't have abilities yet, but I could swear this Nidorino and a couple other select Pokemon out there have the Sturdy special ability. Because Sturdy means that it's improved in Gen 5, you're immune to one-hit KOs, meaning you hang on with 1 health, or they used Endure or something like that. I cannot tell you how many of these Pokemon that always hang on with 1 just seem to have that ability, you know, just on the side. It's weird. Anyway, this Persian is particularly bad only because it carries Slash, of course, and that's what it's going to primarily try and do. He does use Guard Spec a lot, Giovanni does, and what that is it acts kind of like Safeguard. Safeguard isn't a move, I don't think, in Gen 1, but it pretty much prevents stat ailments. So in other words, if he had used that before I paralyzed, or had the opportunity to paralyze it, it wouldn't have worked. This is a Rhyhorn, it's nothing to be worried about. Rock Ground, it just gets destroyed by Eric's Surf. And then finally we get a sort of hint at, you know, the combination with his 2 favorite Pokemon types is Poison Ground in Nidoqueen. Unlike Brandon, Nidoqueen is more defensively based, so it's nothing too frightening, it's just more tanky, so it might, yeah, see, even with, we're both the same level, I use Stab Surf, it still hung on a tiny bit. So, one thing you might want to worry about with Nidoqueens is that they just try to chip off your health or even use a status of ailment, like, it's usually going to be Toxic, but other than that, they'll probably either hit you with Double Kick if it seems more opportune, or if the AI is just feeling weird, or an Earthquake, a Stab Earthquake. Well, looks like we've defeated Team Rocket in its entirety, forcing Giovanni to run away and hide. We're just that good. Anyway, here, and, you know, it's an old game, so you just get the Master Ball. And of course, the Master Ball is being famed for being able to catch any Pokemon, no matter what. Although I do believe, again, that there is a very, very rare chance, and under certain special circumstances I'll talk to in another video in the future, where it actually can fail. It's like 0.0 something %, really small, but it can fail. Just a little bit of trivia there. Okay, so we finally finished off Silphco. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it this time. I really love putting in the edits. I'm going to make it a point to work on those a bit more. And with that, we're going to head and end this part, and then we'll take on the Saffron Gym next time. Later.